friends, thanks for joining. Hey, I wanted to talk about something that I posted last week, and it was emotional intelligence. And somebody reached out to me and was like, Steph, what in the heck is emotional intelligence? And I was like, it's the ability to control your mindset. When you're mad, sad, frustrated, anxious, stressed out to the max, it's your ability to not treat people like crud when you are filled with all these negative emotions. If you can control your emotions in those types of times, then you can build this positive, powerful mindset. And that's what I want everybody to try to do, because right now, everybody needs a positive, powerful mindset to deal with what's going on in our crazy society. So, I've got 3 things that you can practice to help you build a positive, powerful mindset and lead you to better emotional intelligence, so that when you are around people and you're frustrated or angry or whatever, or you're reacting to something, you're not flying off the handle. And I think that's really important, because when you can learn to control your mindset, you can communicate on all different levels and a lot better. So, number 1, you got to be aware. You got to be aware of what your mind's doing. You got to be aware of what your mind's thinking about. Like right before here, what was your mind doing? Where was your mind? What was it thinking about? Where was it taking you? Was it in the dark spaces, in the I'm going to do whatever I can spaces? Like, what kind of space was your mind in before this? You got to be aware of where your mind's going all the time, and you got to be aware of the emotions it's having. If you can be aware, then you can do something about it. If you're feeling awful all the time, you just want to stay in your room with the lights off. What's your mind doing? Think about what your mind's doing. Figure out what your mind is thinking about all the time, especially if it's holding you back, all right? The second thing is you want to rechannel all of that, the emotion, the negativity, whatever it is, you want to learn to rechannel it. So being aware is number 1. But number 2 is you have the ability to change your mindset at any given point. Just because you're under the covers doesn't mean you have to stay under the covers. Staying under the covers isn't working on yourself. It isn't getting yourself to be better. It isn't becoming your best self. So be aware of what your mind is, and then rechannel it. What does that mean, rechannel? Well, you got to take action, all right? So let's say you're thinking about something about yourself that's negative, and that it's a limiting belief that says you can't do something. Well, then what you want to do is you want to either, change the thought, grab a book, change your demeanor, change your physical status. If you're sitting down, stand up, fill your mind with positivity and stop that negative behavior. You got to say, stop being negative. You literally have to talk to yourself, and you got to practice that, and you got to catch yourself, because you will find yourself being negative more so than positive. It's just our human nature, all right? So be aware, rechannel, do something about that thought, get rid of that thought. Right. Number 3 is get rid of the fun suckers. My friend and I made up that saying a long time ago, the fun suckers. Get rid of the fun suckers, all right? You have to have people that are willing to support you in your journey to build a positive, powerful mindset. And if you don't have people supporting you, you're probably not going to get where you want to go. So you got to look at the people around you. Are they negative? Are they holding you back? Do they want to keep you in that dark space? Or are they really happy for you when you lose 10 pounds or go after a job that you just don't know if you're quite qualified for? Or they give you positive affirmations every day? Or are they the exact opposite, and they don't want to see you succeed? Because what happens when you succeed? That means they got to succeed. They got to stay up with getting better. And a lot of people want to stay the exact same way they are. I'm not saying get rid of every negative relationship, but at least influence them to see what they're doing. Talk to them. Tell them how you feel when they're making those types of remarks, but do something about it. But if they're not willing to change, that's when you got to start thinking, hey, do they bring value to my life? Because if they don't bring value to your life, what's the purpose if they're just dragging you through the mud all the time? So, hope this helps. If you have any questions, comments, like my page, like this video, comment on this video, share this video, follow me. I'd love for you all to follow me. I'm trying to build a business, and the more people that follow me helps me, get my message out. So, I hope you learned something. I hope that maybe you can share this with somebody if they're having problems. But, you know, in the end, remember, be better, do better, and treat people better, and become your best self.